to you by... And tonight's episode is brought to you by Tagged and Bagged. They specialize in pre-taxidermy packaging for waterfowl. Their mission is to provide hunters with the highest quality packaging products to ensure preservation of a hunter's prize trophy. Tagged and Bagged products are made with the best materials and are designed to withstand the toughest hunting conditions. Taggedandbagged.net. And of course, by Bucket Ready. Bucket Ready offers premium food plot seed for the best results when attracting wildlife to your property. Knowing what deer prefer, when they prefer it, and putting the best seed together for deer in your special hunting spot is what Bucket Ready Performance Food Plot Seed Mixtures is all about. BucketReady.com.
Fucking amateur hour.
And now, coming live from the Midwest Racks and Rods studio, it's the Outdoor Show with your host, Scott. He's not heavy. He's my brother, Biskobing. And by your favorite little potato, Drew Biskobing, with our producer, Luke PBR, him, ASAP Ortman, with special in-studio guest, Tie-Dye Tyler. Off to a rip-roaring start here, folks. Welcome back.
Like I said, it's amateur hour here, folks, but...
You muted his mic. I had it on mute.
I muted his mic. Okay, you're the producer. Get it together. Well, it wouldn't be the start of a show if we didn't have something like that, but again, it's on a slant back here, so we're a little off kilter. But welcome back, everybody, to a all-new episode of the Midwest Racks and Rods Outdoor Show.
We'd like to apologize in advance.
Yeah, for anybody tuning in. I would also like to apologize to our guest, Tyler, for having to endure this for the next hour and a half or so.
Should be entertaining.
Yeah, we are the best half-ass show out there, that's for sure.
That's right. Well, welcome, Tyler.
Yes, absolutely. Welcome, Tyler.
Thanks for having me.
We just did an episode together just a couple weeks ago or a few weeks ago.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Dan.
The Beast Report.
What show was it?
That was on the Beast Report. On the Hunting Beast channel. And it was actually, so unfortunately, if you're not a member of Dan's Hunting Beast channel, as far as an actual member, not just a subscriber, kind of like a Patreon kind of a thing.
Yeah.
We did a members only episode, but we're actually going to have Tyler on probably in the pretty near future in that, like for everybody to see. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Dan and I were talking about that. So
Members only. Clothes are on.
Clothes are on.
I don't know. We can only see neck up from Dan. So
Yeah. You won't know unless you become a member and go and watch that episode because anything's possible over there. But, no, so in the meantime, I poached Tyler to come on and talk turkey hunting with us because Tyler is pretty ate up with turkey hunting, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm addicted.
Right?
Yeah.
So we kind of want to pick his brain on some things, talk about how he got into it, and just talk turkey like we did last week. Last week it was just you and I, but
and Luke, he was here.
Yeah. Yes.
We had A game Luke that night.
Right.
We're B- game Luke.
Yeah.
Luke's got his Packers shirt on right now. Guess what, Luke? The Packers don't have a draft pick tonight. It'll be
Not yet. We don't know.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Steve Schwartz is on it.
Steve's joining. That's awesome. Yeah, I just actually promoted Steve to moderator for the Beast Report. Kind of felt the need that we needed a moderator.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And that every once in a while you get a weird old troll on there, and
You got to add all these sounds to Dan's.
I know he's not really into all the bells and whistles,
The frills, as it were. The things that make it pretty and shiny.
he would absolutely hate Luke as a producer. That damn air horn drives me freaking crazy.
It's funny.
But anyways, how how are you doing, Tyler? What's good? What's new with you?
Oh, pretty good. I just got off vacation from walleye fishing.
Yeah,
so
because
that was fun.
let's preface this here. You're not just like a guy that just turkey hunts.
No,
like you're very, very well rounded in the outdoors. Very accomplished deer hunter, bow hunter, fisherman.
Yep.
And then turkey is just another thing. Like you're doing it all. As our hashtags goes, always outdoors. Hashtag always outdoors. You're always outdoors.
Oh, yeah.
So that's perfect.
Yeah.
You're also pretty good friends with our old friend Nick Faber as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And that who's been on our show.
Oh yeah. See Nick go way back.
All sorts of times. So, in fact, we'll probably have him on again here before the season's over too to talk some more turkey hunting. But let's just start with like, where did you get your start in the outdoors in general? Not just maybe turkey, but
From my dad, actually. He did a little bit of squirrel hunting back in the day. I remember he had this 410 that I actually just acquired from my Uncle Tom. So that's kind of cool. I'm actually going to try to shoot a bird this year with it.
Oh, awesome.
I just shot it the other day, and it patterns pretty well at 30 yards. It's a 1960 model, actually.
Okay.
It was made in Brazil. It's a SE model, I believe.
Nice.
Brazil, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you don't. That's not something you hear all the
Yeah,
time.
I looked it up, and it said 1960 to 75, so...
What's the make? Or what's
it doesn't. There's not a make on it. It
just
just says made in
Brazil.
Brazil. SE model SE. I don't know what
special edition SE special
Probably,
edition.
yeah.
Sweet.
I shot my very first turkey with that gun way back in 1999, actually.
All right, Luke, if you could pull up that first picture, you're gonna know which one it is.
Yeah.
Because I asked Tyler if I could just go and poach his
that one,
Instagram there. Is that with that?
No,
is that the bird?
no, that was later on, a few years later with my dad.
Oh, okay.
I shot that one actually.
Okay.
Just
This
a
was
young
in, like,
pup there.
2004, I think.
Well, while we have that up, why don't you talk about that story?
Yeah, that
real
was
quick?
a fun hunt actually. Me and my dad both tagged out opening morning. It was the fourth season that year in western Wisconsin. We had family land over there by Wilton, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And just south of Toma. And I remember walking in that morning, it was thunderstorming. And every time the lightning would flash, you'd have to freeze, because it would light up the whole sky. And the
Right.
turkeys, they were literally right on the edge of the field.
And every clap of thunder, they would just gobble like
Well,
crazy.
they weren't gobbling yet. It was
Oh,
more,
really?
I just remember that memory of the lightning flashing and we'd freeze,
bet,
Yeah.
And then we got to our spot and we were only there for like maybe 30 minutes. And all of a sudden the toms, they flew out past us actually, and they came because the field was rolling a little bit.
Yeah. Western Wisconsin. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden here they come right up and over the hill, right back to the decoys. And I was like, "You ready?" He's like, "Yeah, you ready?" And we both tagged out. We were there for 5 days. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's actually a picture of me on my Instagram of me playing my guitar, like with my head back. That was that week we tagged out opening.
Nice.
So we kind of just chilled the rest of the week.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a fun hunt.
What's nice about that is, not only you don't have to worry about the continual grind during those 5 days, but then you actually just get to enjoy, spending time with the old man and bullshitting and
Yeah, we sat there and played a lot of guitar and told stories. We were actually down in our valley. We trimmed this trail. We called it the Circle. We'd go down there and camp down there, and we had a fire pit. It was awesome. The creek ran right by it.
That is awesome. That sounds great.
Yeah. That sounds fantastic.
Could think of much worse ways to spend my time.
Right. Exactly. All right. So your dad was into squirrel hunting.
Yeah,
And-
rabbit hunting, squirrel, a small game I started with, and then my grandpa, he got the cabin in 1996, and then 97 is when we got there and really started fixing it up. I was too young to go there. My brother and my cousins were up there deer hunting. They first started hunting in 1997, and my brother actually shot a really nice 10-pointer. And that started the whole thing of everybody coming up every year for the tradition,
Yeah.
But I was still too young.
Yeah.
I couldn't hunt I couldn't really come up there until 97. Well, no, 98 to 99. Because my first gun season was 1999.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Wow. Young pup over
I was
here.
going to say our first one.
Yeah. It was in the 80s for me. So.
Yeah, I'm young.
Right. Hey, enjoy it. Enjoy it.
That's right.
I'll tell you what. What is happening back there?
He's wishing the draft was on,
Oh,
probably.
no, I was singing an 80s song because I'm also from the 80s.
Is it White Snake?
No, it was the outfield, actually.
Oh,
There you go.
Your Love.
Yeah, it'd be.
But yeah, my first turkey actually was in the fall of '99. I took that 410 I was just talking about, and I went out squirrel hunting.
Okay.
And I was going up through this valley, and I could hear these turkeys, and I was like, "Oh, it sounds like there's some turkeys." So I kind of snuck up over this ridge, and when I peeked up and looked, I could see like 30 birds there, and I saw one with a red head. And in my head, I'm like, "Oh, it has to be like a tom," I was just a little guy, so I didn't really know. I didn't really know, but I kind of knew from my grandpa hunting and my uncle Carl that was going up there. He was doing a lot of turkey hunting too up there, so that was cool. But yeah, they came in, and it's a single shot, so I put the hammer down, and I remember aiming, and the bird when I shot, I didn't really see all those turkeys at first. I just saw a couple of them. So when I shot, like 30 birds flew away. I was like, "Holy smokes!" And then I looked, and there he was flopping. I went over there. It was pretty sweet. I can send you a picture of that one later.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
I'm really young with that one. It looks like I have a mullet. My hair is like super long. Yeah, I'm holding that thing up like an Apache warrior, his first kill.
that's awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. And then that following year, in 2000, I shot my first spring bird.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was a fall bird.
Yeah, my first bird was a fall bird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which actually, that's kind of something I was going to ask you about, because in some of these pictures, some of these are clearly fall birds. Or no?
A lot of them are probably first season birds where there's no foliage on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you do much fall?
Honestly, no, I don't. Because I'm so busy with bow hunting.
Right. Exactly.
Unless I see a tom or hear him or see him when I'm hunting, like, okay, I can come back tomorrow. He's been in this field, But I don't even mess with turkeys in fall.
Okay. All right. I did wonder about that, because some guys are so passionate about turkey hunting that it kind of trumps.
I've
deer
passed
hunting.
Tom's bow hunting like, "Oh, I'll see you in spring," just because I didn't want to waste an
Yeah,
arrow
exactly.
or
Yeah.
make noise.
For sure. I mean, do you always buy a license?
Oh, it's fall
that-
turkey? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So you
do.
have one
Yeah,
just in case. Right.
Get that opportunity at a hen, maybe.
I've
never
actually
comes.
gone out on a handful of occasions in the fall down here, just for turkey, like something random during the week or whatever.
Right.
And it's a completely different style of hunting. Well, it doesn't have to be, right?
Yeah,
But-
no. If you can
but
get,
there's
if you know where
different
they
tactics.
are, I mean, main thing is getting in front of them, just like in spring. If you just got to know where their patterns are, but
Sure.
obviously, if you can got some obstacles in front of you that you can, use again for you, cut that distance, then that's a good. I like sneaking up on them a lot.
Do you use a reed to call, or
I personally like a mouth call, and then I have a slate call I run a lot. They're customs. I don't really like the stuff from Fleet because everybody's got it.
Right.
Everybody's got HS and this and that. They all Toms. They all
Primos
hear it.
and-
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I kind of go for the custom stuff. It sounds better, different frequencies.
yeah,
Right.
Turkeys on public don't really hear it often.
So, you're talking slate, like a pot call,
Yeah,
right?
slate calls,
And that, are you using glass, crystal?
I don't really like glass just because how it sounds. I really like the slate because you can get it wet when it's raining and it'll still run on you. It'll still work.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glass, a little bit of moisture. If you're under some wet trees and all of a sudden it drips on you and you really need it, you're kind of screwed.
How many calls will you carry with you?
Two. I usually have 2 slate calls with like 3 to 4 sticks and then 2 mouth calls.
Yeah.
So
How are you with your mouth calling?
pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really good with the owl hooter too. Like
Yeah.
I really good. Some of my friends, when you hear them, I'm just like, oof, a little more practice, but you'll get it. It's all in the
You
rhythm,
should have
bro.
brought one along.
Yeah, I should have. I
we
didn't even
could've
think.
put-
I didn't
that would have
even
been
think about
awesome.
it, yeah.
And I didn't think about that either.
I do have some videos I can send you of me doing it on YouTube.
Yeah,
that'd be
that'd be
great.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mouth calling. I first off, I don't practice nearly enough, right?
Yeah.
It's so turkey hunting is always, as much as I love it, right? It is always just kind of more in the back of my mind. It's like when springtime comes around, it's like, all right, let's go turkey hunting. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. It gets me out there. It's something to do. But again, like in fall, even though I've done it a handful of times, hunted turkeys in the fall specifically, I'm just so ate up with with whitetails.
Yeah, right.
You know, but my mouth calling, I had one season, and if Mike's watching, he can probably attest to this. I finally got halfway decent, right? Which I felt like anyways. I felt like I was pretty halfway decent with one particular call. It was like a raspy hen, maybe something like that. Yeah.
I about drove my mom nuts with a raspy old hen back in the day.
But I mean, you see guys doing these competitions, or you go to a trade show, and some of these guys, it just blows my mind.
Yeah, they practice probably nonstop.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like when I was a kid. Oh, like I said, I just drive my mom.
I can't even whistle decent.
I can whistle pretty good.
I can whistle good.
Yeah, you can too.
I
Yeah,
can't.
like-
I can't use the
I can do
mouth
different tones and stuff.
yeah, I suck. I'm real bad at those kinds of things.
Did you hear that turkey over there?
Yeah, it was a big turkey too.
Speaking of that, so do you do any gobble calls?
No, typically not.
Yeah, I mean, some guys, they're like, there's the
Yeah,
shaker.
it seems to be the new thing. I don't know, this guy down south, I can't remember what his name is, but he came up with this gobble hooter thing, and everybody's like going crazy
So
over it.
what exactly is it?
I don't know. It's just like it's a hen yelper and a gobble call all in one. So like I don't know what I don't really follow the
Is
guy.
it a mouth or
No,
is
it's like a tube.
It's a
like
tube.
yeah,
It's like a
tube
shaker,
call.
right?
Yeah.
It's
No,
that-
it's not a shaker.
No, it's not.
It's like a tube, and there's like a mouth call reed in the top of it, and you just kind of, you
Okay.
kind of just blow air through, and you have to practice. It takes a little practice.
It'd be
It looks
another
like-
thing that I would suck at.
Yeah, I would even suck at it probably at first.
I mean, it's not like blowing a buck grunt.
No,
right?
no, you
I
just
mean,
barely
even though
blow
there's a
on that.
little bit there. I mean, but
It's almost I would
you
I would
could
say
give-
it's like a duck call. You would have like that
Yeah.
feeding call. You have to do that little tap 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 tap.
yeah.
That's what you kind of have to mimic with that gobble, and not many people could probably get it right off the bat. They got to practice,
Right.
You
Practice makes
the old
perfect.
shaker call. I used to use those too.
Yeah.
The Jake gobbler.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different things. There's box calls. There's, what do they call that call that's also like not a box call, or maybe it is called that too.
Push button.
Yeah, the push button
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I like a big box call. It really cuts the sound. It gets out there. Like if it's a windy day, I got this. It's from like early mid 2005. I think it's a Mad Calls from Drury Outdoors.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
called like the Cherry Bomb or something.
Sure.
It's like this long. I love ripping on that because it cuts through the wind, and they'll respond to it. It's got that frequency.
So do you like when you obviously you're not carrying all these calls out at once? Are you just basing it off of wind?
Oh
what
yeah,
you're thinking
windy
in the morning?
days. I like to bring that box call just because it gets out there, and you'll be surprised.
When you're talking,
Like on box call,
Yeah,
when I'm
yeah.
out like running and gunning, I'm just checking spots. I'll pull over on the side of the road and just start ripping on it,
Yeah.
And then I'll have another person. If I have somebody with me, I'll have them listening because a lot of times they'll cut you off and you ain't gonna hear that. The Tom,
Right.
Yeah.
is there a particular one that which one do you use? Like what? brand?
I've been sticking with that one from years and years. Like I go to the Shields and Fleet and I kind of mess around with them in the package. Like
Yeah.
you can't really take them out, but I mess with all my buddies. Like, man, I'm glad I didn't buy this. This thing's trash,
There's like the wet box.
Yeah, there's
And that-
there's so many box calls though. You
Right,
just got to buy them and try them. Really.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. We got it, Luke.
Oh yeah, I just run that one, and I have another one, an HS Strut. It's called an Old Raspy Hen, actually.
Yeah.
And I've been running those same two for a while, and my grandpa passed away about a year and a half ago, and I have his box
sorry,
call,
man.
so that's pretty cool. I want to try to kill one this year with it.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Definitely would make for a good story.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
No.
I guess I
Hit
just
me with some questions.
so when you're working through your cadence, how I guess how often are you calling? Right. I mean, how do you
If I'm
quantify
hunting
that?
or if
Yeah,
I'm
or-
out scouting for them.
Situation.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I'll pull up to a spot, and if I say I'm in hill country and there's a long ridge, I want to get out and I want to walk that long ridge, and right away I'm gonna start hitting it with some cuts, but not right away because you don't know if they're like 50 to 100 yards away. You don't want to scare them,
Sure.
So I'll just go a little bit at a time, couple cuts, and then nothing, and I'll up my volume a little bit, and then I'll start yelping. And if nothing, well, then you just start walking like another 100 yards. You stop, do it again, and then repeat.
No.
So you start with cuts.
Yeah, I always try to lighten it up with cuts, get it going. Yeah.
No, what you're doing now, was that just developed through years of experience or videos that you've been
Definitely
watching?
years of experience, trial and error.
Yeah.
I've spooked a lot of turkeys calling at them.
Would you say that you're a self-taught turkey hunter for the most
Definitely.
part?
Yeah, like my grandpa, he taught me, he brought me out there, but what he taught me is you got to get up way before he does, because he gets out there before, like after daylight when the turkeys are on the ground. It's like, no, Grandpa, I want to get out there before daylight.
Oh yeah, most
You know?
definitely. Right.
There's been so many times where he dropped me off and the birds were already on the ground and I had to sneak up in there. It's like, I was so happy when I was able to drive by myself, because then I could go up by myself. Yeah, and then he'd be like, oh, because back then you could only hunt till noon, actually. I don't know if you guys remember that. And then they switched it to 5 p.m.
Yeah.
And then it was all day.
Right.
So when they switched to all day, they didn't like that at all, because I was out there from sun up till sundown.
It's a long day in springtime because those days get long.
Yeah.
I mean,
especially late season.
that's why I love getting it done in the morning right away.
Yes.
It gets light at 4:30 in the morning, and you're roosting at 9:30 at night. It's like, holy crap, I got to go to bed.
Right.
You know?
And be up again in a few hours.
Yeah, 2:30.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah. I barely get time to eat.
Yeah.
You know.
I lose a lot of weight during turkey season.
Oh, that's never a problem for me. I just keep packing it on.
Yeah. Do you do all day sits typically?
Not at all. I like to move, unless I know.
Right, but I mean, you're out there all day.
Oh yeah. I'm moving around though. Like I don't sit in the same spot unless I know they're gonna be there. Like I scouted them, you know.
Yeah.
Like okay, I'll sit right here. Sometime during the day, they're gonna be back here. You know? Yeah. But it's kind of rare.
Blind.
Yeah, and it depends on who is with me. Like if I had my girlfriend or her kid or my dad, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's cool. So tell us more about that. You're bringing the girlfriend's
I
son,
took her,
daughter?
daughter.
That's cool.
Yeah, I took her out last year for the youth hunt, and we got her a Jake.
Dude.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
And then I had her out actually last year on the 6th season Memorial weekend, and I actually missed the Tom because he came up over this field and I was standing in this pine tree. And when he came out, I didn't have my gun seated right on, and I think I shot high. I wasn't looking down the barrel flat, you know?
Yeah.
Sure.
So later on that week, I was like, all right, I've been watching this Tom. He's still there. Like every day I check the field and there he is. I was like, we're going to sneak. I was like, I found these mushrooms. We're going to pick these mushrooms. I remember telling her specifically, I was like, should we pick these mushrooms or should we just go up and peek over the edge first? They were there the whole time. Yeah, the whole time we were picking those mushrooms, that Tom and those hens were out there. It was kind of crazy. So we picked the mushrooms and we went up over the edge and we ended up spooking them the night before. They flew into the woods. I was like, well, they're probably going to be in there the rest of the evening, so we might as well just leave, try to go find something else. We came back the next morning and we were on a different Tom that was like a couple 100 yards away. And sure enough, that bird started firing up. I was like, all right, come on, let's go back. I guarantee you he's in that field. We get up there. There he was right in the field. I was like, all right, Jada, come on. We sneak up to the pine tree and we were like, it was like a cave in there, like those cedar trees. You can kind of get in there. Yeah. And we were standing there and the Tom, he worked his way off and then he ended up coming back because the hens went back into the woods they roosted in. I was like, all right, Jada, here he comes. And she was all worked up. Like I had to push these branches down a little bit. It could have been a little bit of that, but yeah, she missed. It was like 15 yards, but it was still cool,
Heck yeah.
I was like, well, welcome to turkey hunting. Now you're a real hunter.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then how you rebound from that is what's going to define you as a hunter.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But how old is she?
She's 12 this year. She was
That's
11
awesome.
last year, yeah.
That's great.
And she has 2 tags this year, 4th and 6th season. I'll be taking her out in the kettle.
That is awesome.
And then me and the girlfriend are going out the Western next weekend. So
Are you doing public when you go
it's
out
all
west
public,
too?
yeah. I wish I had private out there.
What's the hunting pressure like out
It's
in Western?
bare minimum compared to around here.
Yeah, right.
It's
Yeah,
like
that's
not.
what
I
thought.
hunted out bow hunting out there for 2 weeks straight. And I ran into one guy on this MFL.
So in that case, there you're not having to deal with these birds aren't being pressured.
Yeah,
either. They're not being overcalled
No,
to. And things.
or here you stop on the road and you look at them in the binocs and they run.
Yeah.
Like the 3rd season around here, they're so skittish, they're gone. You can't even. If you spot a turkey in the kettle, don't stop. Just keep driving and plan while you're driving.
Okay.
Like you stop on the road.
Right. What
boom,
do you need
they're
to stop
gone.
for, really?
Well,
honestly?
you know, it's like, is that a hen or is that a tom?
Yeah,
you know,
sure. Yeah,
and all of
yeah.
a sudden you look at him, it's like, oh, that is a tom, and all of a sudden he's looking at you already, and he's gone. You know, they do that so often, especially in late season here in the
I was
cattle.
gonna say late season
Yeah.
here has to
First-
be incredibly.
Yeah, the
difficult.
first and second season you can get away with it and like scouting a little bit earlier, but after that, good luck, dude. You stop on the road and they're gone. Yeah. So you got to be thinking all the time,
You
like,
get so sketched out.
yeah, well, people stop and they stare at them, they get out, and then they get snuck up on, they get shot at. You know,
Right.
they're not stupid by the third, fourth season. They know what's going on.
See, now isn't that funny? Because a lot of times you think, man, what a dumb bird.
Yeah, they're not.
And then
dumb.
you get outsmarted by one. You're like,
It's the
"Oh,
smartest
shit."
dumb bird.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
out
turkeys
there.
are gonna turkey. That's one thing about them is they have no rhyme
You know,
or reason. You know.
You try to explain this. You try to explain this to your non-hunting friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they see videos and reels and things like that of turkeys pecking at a tire of
Or
on
the
somebody's
ground,
vehicle, you know,
rocks.
or chasing, you know,
The
like
mailman.
literally chasing people,
Yeah.
you know, things like that. Like, well, how hard is it to hunt that thing when it literally chases you? If you have a gun, you just turn around and shoot it. How do you even explain that?
That's a
to
city
somebody
turkey.
like
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
that's- first
I feel
off,
like
that's
a lot
city
of
bird.
that situational, how they're brought up. The city birds, like we have two different plants. One's down in Milwaukee, off Mill Road actually, and there's toms that literally they bed right by the door. And the one office lady, she freaks out. She's like, "Oh, can you come move this stupid turkey?" So I gotta like shoo them off. They don't care.
You saw the
That was
video
Dan,
Dan
yeah,
just
yeah.
posted yesterday. Dan Infault posted a reel, and that he was trying to. There was one up by the door to
Probably could see itself.
where he worked.
Right. Right.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Is
And
that
then-
where he worked? I was wondering where. that was.
Yeah, I think that was at his job, and he kind of came around these bushes and tried to catch it with his hands. And
Yeah, a
chase
little
him.
slower. Don't pull a hammy. I
Yeah,
said.
right, exactly. We all laughed at that because those suckers can book it.
Oh, yeah,
Oh my
for
gosh,
sure.
are they fast?
Yeah, they can run up to 35 plus.
Yeah, it's insane. And then how often do they just all of a sudden just take flight too? Then
Yeah, they can get.
I think that almost slows them down.
Yeah, a little bit at first, but once they get going,
Yeah.
I've heard they can glide up to 60 miles an hour. Like once they start getting going,
I believe it. Yeah, it's funny when I got into turkey hunting, and again, I didn't grow up with it, right?
I already know what story you're gonna tell.
Right. So
Mike.
my buddy, my buddy Mike and I, when we got into it, and this was probably, I want to say, I think I only first started turkey hunting maybe like 17 years ago.
Oh, wow, okay.
Maybe 17, 18 years ago. Less than 20. Just shy of 20.
Mine's been
and-
significantly less.
Had no idea anything about turkey hunting, right? Just like, this is a thing we can do. Let's give it a try. And just completely self-taught. Maybe watched a few YouTube videos and, some dreary outdoor stuff.
King of Spring.
Yeah,
Trying to think what they were all back in the day, but yeah.
exactly. But we're like, let's just, this will be fun to do. And struggled. I mean, on the struggle train, like totally not understanding how these birds, their eyesight.
Oh, yeah.
So many mistakes. But the best thing about that was I feel like I've become I wouldn't say I'm Tyler, and I'm not ate up like you are either, but I've killed quite a few turkeys over the years and become, I would say, somewhat proficient in doing so.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I would say you have your own piece of the puzzle, I guess.
Yeah, right.
How
yeah.
you do your things.
Exactly.
That's a great way of putting it.
But anyway, so I also, my same buddy Mike, who I'm going to be turkey hunting with again this weekend, I also got him into deer hunting. He didn't grow up in that kind of family or anything like that. So I took him in as, well, first off, we were good friends to begin with, and he had an interest in getting into hunting, deer hunting and things like that. And it started out with gun hunting, and shortly thereafter, I'm like, you got to try this archery thing, man. This is where it's really at. And then we got into archery leagues together and stuff. But I kind of took him underneath, my wing and showed him the ropes of the outdoors. So when I brought up the whole turkey thing, like he had no idea turkeys could fly.
Oh yeah, a lot of people don't.
I mean,
They're like, what? They sleep in trees? Oh yeah. How do you think they survive?
Right, exactly. But he's like, I really never gave it any thought either. You know,
Right. Why would you?
Right.
You know,
if you didn't
just
if
go
you
buy
didn't grow
one.
up as a feral child, like we did, you know, where we were in the woods
always
as kids,
outdoors.
always outdoors, right? But it's like, are you serious? Like you didn't know turkeys could fly? I'm like, they're actually pretty proficient flyers, you know, and they have to be precise. Yeah, they got to take a little running start or whatever, but they got to, they're picking that limb out that they're going to fly up in that big oak or whatever,
Right, pine tree or
whatever.
Ponderosa pines.
Exactly. They got to get up there just right. Like they're good flyers. I mean, I crack up and I see this reel all the time, and I know you've seen it too. The Steve Ranella and Theo Vaughn thing. Have you seen it?
I don't know if I
Send it
have.
to him. It's a
my
good
God.
one.
So Theo Vaughn went on a hunting trip with Michael Waddell.
He's like, they look sickly.
Right. He's like, that's an unwell bird.
Yeah,
you know?
unwell, yeah.
And Steve Ranella is just like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, what's wrong with you? He's like, that's America's bird.
Yeah.
And he's like schooling him on Benjamin Franklin, like how Franklin wanted
The turkey was
the turkey to be
almost
America's bird.
our
He's like, first off, the head
national
changes from red, white to blue.
Right.
Like doesn't get more American than
Right.
that.
That's what I always said when I was a kid.
Like it's awesome, and like it's literally a mood changing ring is what their head does. And he's like, yeah, screw the bald eagle. He's like, yeah, that thing will just eat dead fish on the shoreline or whatever. He's like, turkeys are omnivores. They eat bugs and grubs and vegetation.
Right.
I mean, they're a vain creature.
Right.
They like it's far more a representation of the U.S. and maybe initially. Nowadays, maybe the American bald eagle as a opportunist,
Right.
and a scavenger, not to disparage our great country or whatever, but some might say that no, we did pick the right one.
Yeah.
I will say though that it's a great reel. It's funny, and Theo's because like Steve, you know how Ranella gets, right? I mean, he's like, Theo's just like, well, nobody ever like advocated for this bird like you did. He's like, I wasn't around when Benjamin Franklin. He's like, Mike Waddell was like saying some like really derogatory things. And Michael Waddell like is a hardcore turkey hunter. And that's where he cut his.
Did you see that video when he was in New York and he was owl hooting?
Oh,
and those girls were behind him and they're like, what the heck?
Right. That dude.
I love it.
Yeah, that dude is a hardcore turkey hunter.
Yeah.
And that's how he got to start actually in Realtree. Bill Jordan found him because of his competitions that he was competing in as a young, I don't know, was he a teenager or a young man?
I was watching him as far back as I can remember.
Yeah. Waddell's awesome, dude. He's such a character, and so is Theo Vaughn.
Midwest Rex Rod is not sponsored with Theo Vaughn anyway.
Would like to be, though. Anyways, what were you going to say there?
I forgot. What Michael Waddell is he?
Bone collector.
Does he have anything going on?
Oh my gosh! I mean, he's still big time part of like Realtree and.
Who's that bigger guy that he ran around with?
T-Bone.
Oh, T-Bone. Yeah. They were always together.
And Nick Munt.
Oh yeah.
That was the bone collector crew.
Yeah.
Crew and T-Bone. I think he had one of his legs amputated.
Oh, really? Wow. I just thought he lost weight. I didn't know all that.
No,
he did.
Yeah.
Technically.
Oh my God.
A little bit.
You're going to come to learn I'm not a good person.
That was funny.
Well, any chance of getting those guys on the show?
Come on, I'm sure he finds humor.
No, I mean, T-Bone is hilarious, and he always did those really funny, put the fake redneck teeth in and did stuff with like Jeff Foxworthy and stuff. He had some health issues and had to.
Yeah, the old bone collector. I remember when I was in the scent control, I bought their stuff back in the day. The bone collector series, scent blocker.
Right.
Yeah, it was dumb. But
I think I I think I think I still have a bone collector buck grunt, which actually,
you do.
It is.
You brought it out 2 years ago.
It's actually a pretty
hammered.
decent one.
And it was deer camp. And
Oh, geez, he's grunting in people's ears.
It's actually a pretty decent grunt.
I just gotta show you some.
Yeah, you're one of those guys, huh?
I don't know what he's talking about, but we'll find out by the end of the show. Now that I have the Rick Labby signature series from Nor'easter, now that's a buck grunt.
How's that sound?
Oh, it's awesome, and it's got a brass slider, and then you can even manipulate the reed.
Oh, really?
And it was really designed to be like the tube for it was designed to, not designed to. It is an exact replica of a whitetail's esophagus.
Esophagus? Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So
Probably 3D printed.
Yeah, right.
Be my
Does he
guess.
sell these or?
oh yeah, Nor'easter game calls.
Well, let's check them out.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
interesting.
man. Yeah, he hooked Dan and I up both. And I mean, when we heard him messing around with it, I'm like, dude, that sounds amazing. And the amount of adjustments on there, it's not like a click, click, click. I mean, it's a
Nice and
smooth
quiet.
slider.
Yeah.
It's a pretty
I
sweet.
wonder, he's going to be at Huntstock, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I wonder if he'll have any there.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, I believe the last time we just had him on a few weeks ago too, like maybe right before you.
Okay.
You were
Yeah,
on.
I watched it. Yep.
And I do believe he will. So Rick's a great guy.
Yeah.
I enjoy his
can't-
videos.
He is such a character. And then, I mean, I know we're getting a little bit off subject here, but his relationship with Lanny Benoit and that is like second to none. I mean, Rick's also like a musician as well, like wrote this whole song about about meeting Lanny and all these things. And these Northeastern guys are pretty freaking cool. Like,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting him.
you don't hear about them as much here in the Midwest,
never.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, somebody made a comment on something on a Huntstock thing. Maybe it was something Dan posted or whatever, and like I only recognized like 2 names on there, and it was like Dan and
The hunting public guys, maybe.
well, yeah, right. Yeah. The THP, and then maybe Bernie Behringer, the bear professor. And I'm like, I didn't know as much as I know now about guys like Lanny Benoit.
Right. I knew of them, but
Right.
I didn't really because tracking's not a big thing here unless you're up
Exactly.
in the north.
Like they're big. Yeah. They're big tracker guys, but I mean, just a wealth of knowledge in the deer woods for sure. I mean,
Here's the
and
thing.
the stories that they have is just incredible.
Tracking might not be that big of a thing here, but I find it fascinating and want to learn more about it, So yeah, I don't understand that viewpoint of like, well, I don't know these guys or I'm not into what they do. It kind of defeats the whole purpose, right? It's all
You're
about
always
the
learning.
experience, right? Always learning.
Yeah. I mean,
Something
they still have ideas and tips and tricks that
Exactly.
that have been worked for them over the years that can translate to the West.
Anywhere.
Right.
Especially think about to the West too.
Oh yeah.
And then throughout the Midwest as well. I mean, they're understanding deer behavior. Deer are going to deer. It's just the terrain that's really going to be the biggest difference.
And pressure, but
those
two
for sure. Right,
most
exactly.
part.
But I've become fascinated with listening to, what these hunters are going through and the way they hunt them in the Great Northeast. I mean, now, okay, yes, this is somewhat Northeast or whatever. When Dan and I were out in Massachusetts, we spent a day doing some scouting in August through Mount Laurel in Massachusetts, right? And that's not even we're not talking, that's not Maine, or that's not even New Hampshire.
Right.
It's Massachusetts. Yeah. I got a geography. Yeah. They all, everything becomes convoluted there in the Northeast, all these things. Cause that was one of the crazy things there at Huntstock is like, oh, where are you from? All these different East Coast accents.
Yeah,
I mean, there was the Boston ones.
Yeah.
And I can't even do it. That was terrible. I regret that. But I mean, all these different. It was like, well, what state are you from? And they're like, oh, we're just over the border in New Hampshire, or we're just over here in Vermont, or we're just over here in Rhode Island, we're over here in New Jersey, and that because all those states are just
right
crammed in
Everybody
there
comes
and
from
that.
everywhere.
But yeah. Anyways, got completely off track. But as we do, Luke, what do we got for time here? By the way, 42. All right. Actually, since I said it, why don't we just go ahead and take a quick intermission, and then we'll come back, and I have some more questions, as I'm sure you do, for Tyler.
One or two.
And maybe break down some scenarios here. So,
Yeah.
and pick his brain a little bit.
I like it.
Sounds good.
All right. We'll be right back. Stick with us, folks.
What is an eponym? A person after whom a discovery, invention, or place is named or thought to be named. There are very few eponyms in the hunting industry. A product so popular and so functional, it becomes the act of the product. So how does something become an eponym? It's the best, hands down.
That was pretty good, right?
That was impeccable timing.
I'm good. Yeah, you guys didn't see that, but I accidentally unplugged my headset. I had to move a light here because I was getting blinded by that damn hot light over there. And then I tripped over the cord. But none of you would have known this had I not just told you, because I got it all plugged back in and everything set up just in the nick of time. So.
Nobody can hear us.
What's that?
Nobody can hear us.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
on.
I'm kidding.
Are you serious? Well, all of a sudden I see. That's dirty pool, Bobby. Dirty pool. We're good, right, Luke?
Ship shape.
Because he's got this look like.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just a producer.
I'm just producing back here.
Checking the mic.
Drinking beers. Checking the draft.
Like, we haven't had that issue in a long time, ever since I changed that power cord out.
Yeah.
And
who would have thought?
that sync cable. Yeah.
Who would have thought that that's what it was?
I know.
Are you freaking kidding me?
It's
Makes you want to
honestly.
jerk the wheel into a goddamn bridge embankment. And we can't monetize this one either.
Yeah.
All right.
There goes monetization.
And we're
Out the
back
window.
with
That's
a
okay.
tie-dye,
This is a passion project.
which is code for this bleeds money.
It does. It does. Absolutely. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Those of you that stuck around for this half-ass show.
We're sorry.
But we do have a fantastic guest in
Yes,
Tyler,
we
and
do.
this has been a really good conversation so far. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And if you guys have any questions for Tyler in regards to turkey hunting or anything,
Anything at all.
about his beautiful shirt there, what are we sporting here?
Oh, discover your wild calling. The wild calling, Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob. So we've just had Dan and I had Jacob on
Yesterday?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday night. We had Jacob on about a month or so ago here on our show.
I fished with them actually when I was off vacation last week.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Eric was supposed to come. He got tied up in work. So
Was that muskie that he caught?
yeah, he
That thing
actually.
was huge. And you caught some too.
Yeah, I didn't know this, but he got that before I got there.
Oh,
And
really?
then I showed up and I caught the one, my profile picture one.
Yeah, I should have had that up there too. I mean, and feel free, Luke, throughout here to scroll through any of those photos I posted there. How many turkeys have you kept track?
Yeah, I think I've shot nearly upwards about 60. Yeah, because in the last 10 years, it's been about, oh God, I don't know. It's been quite a few.
Okay.
Yeah, it's near, like 40 something. So take the years before that, even you're looking at another 10 birds or so, So
Yeah.
it's 50 to, I don't know exactly. I think it's around 54 actually.
That's incredible.
I got to look at pictures. So,
Yeah.
and I'm averaging, depending on the spring around here. Sometimes you have a good spring, sometimes you don't on the public, but I average about 4 birds a year.
Wow.
So,
I mean, I can tell you right now, like I could hunt every year until I can't do it anymore, and I probably won't shoot that many birds.
True.
I mean, and again, and I've shot in a decent number of them. And now, for as many years as I've been hunting, it took me a while. And my very first bird actually was a jake. Finally, I got one to come in close enough in that or whatever, and I knew it was a jake. I'm like, I don't care.
yeah.
I'm like, first bird, like,
Right.
I've
shot jakes.
Yeah.
and hey, they make good
Oh, that's good
decoy
table
fans.
Yeah, that too.
That too, right?
Yeah.
I don't even have that fan anymore. I used it so many times it got destroyed.
Yeah, that's all right. We might have a new one in the making. Mice got after mine. So
The one that the girlfriend's kid shot last
You're
year.
a fan from last weekend?
yeah.
What?
I might be able to glue and
What in the-
adjust. And it's not even. It's not even on a flat surface.
This is like an every year thing.
It's hanging up on a wall,
You better
away
get
from
an
everything.
exterminator.
It's my garage. What the fuck do I care
don't know.
about my garage mice?
I that fan set, that one that's still hanging right there, still drying from last year. I mean, it's well dry now.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. How do you, I mean, I'm assuming you keep all your fans,
Yeah,
right?
and beards and
everything.
legs,
Beards,
the spurs.
Yeah. What do you do? So there's so many different, there's the borax, there's the salt, there's the Bondo.
I like the borax and salt. I just
Yeah.
put that stuff on there and I pin it down. Usually my garage has four to six fans in there every spring,
Yeah.
mine plus other people's that I'll do it for them. But
Have you ever done the Bondo thing?
no, I've never done it.
Yeah.
I see people, and what's up with the spray? It's like, it's like a formaldehyde spray, almost like they spray on velvet to preserve it.
Oh, I've
Yeah,
never
you
seen
spray it on there, and I guess it preserves the
Just
meat.
on the meat.
Yeah, you spray it like where the feathers come down
Yeah.
into the meat, and you spray it on there, and it preserves it. It's some new
that,
thing.
that area just above the asshole.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
if we're gonna be honest, right there. I mean, you see that one that's hanging. So I always do that, like the pant hanger,
Yeah.
like you get from like Kohl's department store,
Right,
or whatever. I like that. You do the pinning thing, and I think whatever works for you.
Yeah,
right?
I trim everything down as much as I can, and I try to leave some of those colorful feathers on there.
Yep.
Yeah, I do too. I still have feathers that should be taken off of that one. All those really fluffy ones.
Yeah, I fan mine out and just pin it down.
But that thing's just been sitting there for
It'll be
a year
fine.
now.
It still looks in good condition.
That one got mice at it.
Yeah, that one could have been flayed out a little bit more,
Right.
but
That was my.
That was,
first
I
one.
think that was your first turkey,
That
right?
was
Yeah.
my first one. I didn't really know what the hell I was doing.
That one over there, I
Still
think I
looks
did a
good,
pretty
though.
good job with. And then I got a bunch at home.
I got so
and then
many
I got-
fans
yeah.
and totes.
Right.
They're
and
just stacked in there like
I got one in my
cards.
truck right now that I just used, that I put on a decoy.
Yeah, I bring one with me all the time just in case I need it out in the field,
So with that being said, do you reap?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you're a reaper.
Yeah.
And what are you using for?
Just a fan.
You're just using a fan.
Yeah, and
You don't do, because I've seen like where people keep the wings,
They
right?
spread
And they
it out.
spread 'em
Yeah,
out.
like Joe Lord. He's a big fan of that. I forgot what decoy he uses, but the one he uses, it's nice.
But is it real though? Or is it
I think it's
store
I
bought?
think the feathers are like the wing feathers are real, and the fan is real, but the body of it is plastic.
Have you ever seen some of those really bad, like, so I bought a redhead set one time, right? And the stupid like fan that it comes with is like ridiculously awful.
It's like plastic, ain't
Oh
it?
right, yeah, it's plastic in that it fans
shiny.
out, and that it's shiny. It doesn't
shiny.
match. It doesn't match the decoy. Doesn't match anything in life. Have
Got
you seen
UV on there.
And I've used DSDs.
Oh yeah, I
you know,
have Dave Smith decoys.
yeah, those are great. I've killed a lot of birds with those.
The new Avion X ones are actually, I was pretty impressed with them up in Shields.
Yeah.
I was looking at them, I was like, wow. Compared to the ones they had years ago, like the blow up ones that you had to blow air into them,
Yeah.
the ones they have now are really like DSD, like the Dave Smith ones. They're like,
Right.
wow. I was like, am I looking at the Dave Smith decoy or is this the Avion X one?
We didn't use it. I just bought another hen decoy. Oh my gosh, what is it
Yeah,
now?
I can't remember. The brand.
It's not Prima. Is Flex Tone?
Oh, Flex Tone be.
And I'm like, I looked at it at Fleet Farm. And I'm like, this thing's like $35. I'm like, that actually looks halfway decent,
yeah.
like an early maybe version of DSD without maybe not quite the detail, but
I
I'm
think
like,
I know what you're talking about.
I'm like,
It's decent.
hell, this,
pretty
it's like
good.
a feeding hen, kind of.
Yeah, I like the feeders.
Yeah, me too. Other than that, just like
Kind of like
shape of,
stationary.
weird
like,
with the like it doesn't look
yeah,
real.
no. When they got the feeder out, I feel like it calms them down a little more.
Yeah. I mean, hell, I think still in the hunting closet, I bet you I still have some of those old Fleet Farm foam
I have
ones.
some foam ones that you can roll
you
up.
can just roll up.
Yeah, I can send you a picture.
Hey, and I've had Toms come in on them.
Yeah, I've even just put a fan on a stick and just put that stick there, and just the sight of the fan. They don't know which way, they're coming in. They're like, oh, there's a fan.
Have you ever seen, there's the silhouette ones too, where it's not even 3D, right?
Right,
it's just like it's a HD photo basically.
Right. And that's when you say that. I have an umbrella, actually. I don't know if you guys know this. It's for reaping. It's an umbrella, and when you open it up, on the other side, it's a picture of a Tom.
Okay.
Like at the head and the fan.
Okay.
And in the middle, you can it's a little Velcro thing for your phone or GoPro.
Sure,
Or
that you can film.
Yeah.
Or your
when you're
Tacticam,
sneaking,
yeah.
you hold on to the thing and you just kind of go. I'll send you a picture of that too. I've had it for.
And have you had success with it?
Honestly, no, I haven't because it's big. Like it's way bigger than.
Right. I've
They
seen
made
those.
it big to hide you for when you're sneaking.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
so Tom sees that and like, I ain't messing with that guy.
Right.
That
Yeah,
thing
it's-
is
You don't want to
huge.
catch one of
Twice
those
as big
spurs.
as
Are you crazy?
Terminator
Can you imagine
turkey.
the spurs on that guy? 2 3/4 inches.
B-52 bomber over here.
Right.
Yeah, I've never had success with it, but I get the concept of it, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just saw, it might have been on jury, like a reel, I think just today. And there was like 4 guys behind just a regular fan and wings reaping, and they got it done. There's one camera guy, there's another camera guy, and then there's another guy, and the whole thing was filmed like basically on a GoPro or something
Yeah,
like that.
if you're hidden, I feel like you
There's
can
like
get away with
4
it.
guys behind this thing. I'm like, first off, why do you need a cameraman that's right here and another one that's right here?
Right.
I mean, I could see the lens, the
Different
telephoto
angles is
lenses
what they want.
but they were just like this. And then there was another guy back here, and then a GoPro on a stick over the top. And I'm
Probably a
like,
360.
yeah, or like a 360, right? Exactly. And I'm like, wow. And they got it. No, it wasn't jury. What was it? The given right.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. That's because I went
I'll
to
have
the
to check
comment
it out.
section because I wanted to see what people had to say about how many people, the hunter and then 3 camera people
Jeez, dude.
behind and that, like, I remember reading the very first comment, like, so you got it done reaping with just a fan and wings with the hunter and 3 cameramen. And if I blink wrong,
Where was this?
I don't know where it was. I don't,
our Easterns, that would never happen with our Easterns. Never.
Yeah, right.
I feel like if that was
I
your.
mean, it wasn't Eastern. It wasn't a Merriman or anything like that. But yeah, I don't know. Wherever the given right.
Probably private birds, unpressured,
Yeah, it could be. Yeah,
Never
for sure.
hunted yet this year. Who knows?
Right.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah.
It's a dumb hatch.
It's a lot of footage.
So
Different angles.
this last week,
Yeah.
so we did the show last Thursday, and then why don't you talk about that real quick? I mean, talk about how we got it done last weekend.
Well,
I
so
didn't even think about that. I'm like, you
guys
we
shot
just
one.
got
Let's hear
turkey
this.
last weekend. Like,
So
it was you
basically,
had a tag, I didn't.
you had went up earlier to put the blind up and whatnot. And
Which I'm just going to stop you real quick. So he picked up one of these Tide Wee blinds. Have you been in one
No,
of those
I've never,
yet?
but I've seen them.
Like these see through. So we've yet to sit in one yet. And now I set it up in the backyard, just kind of air it out, let some of that
Yeah.
noxious gas
Factory
come off.
stink
Right?
come off.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Not that it matters necessarily for turkey hunting, but you don't want to be smelling
Yeah,
that,
right,
right? So I
right.
let it air out for like a day and a half. And I went in there, I'm like, you know how sitting in a blind, especially for a long time, and I don't care what kind of blind it is, if you're just looking through the slats of the windows, it's a mind fuck.
Oh, yeah.
You start to go a little batty. Like it drives you crazy that you're only looking through this.
That's why I don't
and-
sit in blinds.
Right, exactly, right. So, these Tide Wees, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not saying it's a bad blind. There are some nice features with it. I like the shapes of the windows and the silent slide down.
Is that the one where like the back door fully opens
Yes.
up for a
Yeah.
handicap?
Yeah.
which is
or
also
just
nice just for
so you're not
getting gear.
tripping.
Yeah,
in and
tripping
out.
through the little
loaded
slit
gun.
with a
yeah.
gun and
Yeah.
that and a chair or whatever you're doing.
Your backpack gets caught on it and things flipping down the field.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But I'll tell you what.
It's happened though, right?
I believe it.
Yeah.
It's happened to me actually.
Right. Yeah. And,
Exactly. But I'm telling
Get
you,
inside of the thing though.
dude, it's
How is
trippy. No, I mean, you can kind of see through.
Like, how is it on the outside? Seeing,
You're good.
You can't. Yeah. It's
Have you
good
guys, did
'cause-
you guys put a light in there? And then,
Didn't have to. We had
No.
no, I mean, like, did you put a light in there and go on the outside and see if you could see in?
No, I mean, because I haven't
We had
been in there in the dark yet with it.
he went in there.
okay.
He went in there when we set it up after the fact with the door open, so the sunlight was shining through.
Oh yeah,
And I was on the outside, and I said, I was like, I can't see you moving in there.
that's good. Yeah,
So
And it has like this panel that you can attach to the back.
yeah.
You can either have it camo or you can have it blacked out.
yeah.
That you just attach to that
That's
back. So you
nice.
can still have a blackout back, anyways.
That's good. They thought about that.
good construction. Stakes are a little small. If you get
Stakes
one,
are a little chintzy.
I would buy different stakes. But man, I mean, just even like 10 minutes and again, we didn't hunt out of it, as you will find out. But we set it up for this, this coming weekend and following weekend.
Just
et
so it
cetera.
was out there.
So you got a place just in case, And I got it. You're like,
Right. Just that looking
it's
through.
like a
I
constant
feel like it's the
blur.
perforated holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you go like this,
Yes.
it's just right.
Right.
To where
You
they're-
see
You're
really
gonna turn
good.
your
It
head.
gets
And then when
trippy.
you're not moving,
It's gonna get trippy.
Yeah.
Yes.
when you're not moving,
Yeah.
you're just looking through. You're like,
yeah.
something wrong with my eyes, and then
Yeah.
you move, and you're like, oh, I can see.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
so
I don't think
bizarre.
I'd like that.
I don't know how much
I don't
I'm
know
gonna
if we're
it
gonna
either.
like it either, but it's too late. It's bought.
It's a 2-man. Like, let's be real. It's just a 2-man. You know, they say 2 to 3,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's a 2.
It's a 2.
The other blind, we also have another blind. It's at one of those really nice Cabela's ones. Where, how tall are you?
5'11", according to
Yeah,
my
you-
ID.
So you could stand straight up.
Oh, really? Wow.
You know,
Nice.
it's one of those really big, like oversized. We're 3 guys with multiple tripods with cameras and that can go.
Nice.
We've had it for years, and I mean so much so that, and we've left it out there, and it's gotten some rips in that. I mean, it's been durable, but man, we've had it for at least 10 years. And it's super comfortable as far as that, the spaciousness of it. But the camo's gotten a little faded.
Faded from the sun.
Yeah.
I got a double bowl blind, and it's the same thing. It's a 3D one, 3D leaf one, and it's faded, but it still works.
Right. Oh yeah. You brush. I mean, I know. Do you brush them in?
No,
or do you
not
not?
really. I just put them to where there's a bunch of brush around. I have, like, back in the day,
I'm nuts with it.
there was a big rock pile out in this field, and there was a big dead tree. I just put the blind in the rock pile, and I started taking dead branches and just laid them on there, and it looked like a rock pile.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. I usually go over too far.
That's all right, though.
Yeah.
The better,
No,
honestly,
I just like
with
softening
blinds,
the edges.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, break up that square outline. I
Yeah.
feel like they get used to that.
Yeah.
So
Anyways,
going up Friday, I had to work a full day, and he messages me. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not setting up the blind. Like the weather looks terrible. We got these storms rolling through. There's tornado warnings, which I drove through,
Yikes.
which was
I fished through it, actually.
butt puckering.
Yeah, a lot of lightning.
wow.
Yeah,
We
it
had
was
warnings
crazy.
going off, too, and I was just like,
Better man than I
it'll be
am.
fine. As long as my line ain't floating on the water,
I don't
I've
mess.
had that before, but
I don't mess around with lightning.
yeah. But
Lightning
anyways,
freaks me out.
So finally make it up
Turn your
there.
mic down towards you. Just
We went out Saturday morning, and I mean, just I guess backing it up a little bit. We talked about it Friday night, like what are we gonna do, and we really didn't come up with much of a plan other than we're just gonna get out
just
there,
gonna get
and
out there and
see what happens, and
listen,
then adjust accordingly.
listen and see what what we can move in on.
right, that's all you can do if you without scouting. I mean,
Isn't that what a lot of guys are doing in public anyways?
Yeah,
You
wake up in the morning, you listen for gobbles, and if you feel like you can get in there quick enough before they hit the ground or they can see you coming,
yeah.
then guys are probably gonna get in there, but
Sure.
I don't know.
And so we get out there Saturday morning, didn't bring any decoys because, again, we didn't really know. We just wanted to try to identify where they were at.
Mm-hmm.
And almost immediately, we got gobbling to the east and to the north and to the west, which was great. So we actually stopped pretty early on, and because we were getting some pretty heavy calling with the hen as well. She was very vocal. And then Tom following after her.
I'm going to pause you for a second here so I don't lose the thought. When you get into it with a hen, do you ever do that back and forth? Where you
Yeah, I
match
call
cadence?
it the hen. I don't really pay attention to the tom because, I mean, you pay attention to the tom, but if the hen's talking at you, talk back at her, do
Yeah.
what she's doing. Because a
Match
lot of
cadence,
times, you'll piss
basically.
her off, and she's going to want to come check
Yeah,
you
okay.
all like, who is this?
Right.
You know
I
what
do the
mean?
same.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get your thoughts. So,
Yeah.
all right.
So
Now I
yeah,
knew I'd
and it-
forget.
you know, we're just kind of tucked up off of the trailhead, you know, in between the brush and trees and whatnot, and we were kind of just figuring out that they're making their way to the northeast, which is going to take them out to the High Line. So all right, well, let's move. I don't know if you guys have tuned into, you know, a few episodes ago talking about my my doe, excuse me. That's where we hid behind this fallen tree.
I think I
down at the
remember.
bottom. Yeah. So let's head to that spot where we're going to circle around these oaks and come in that way, or whatever the case was. We didn't even make it to that point and totally shifted plans again because they're gobbling to the north.
Mm-hmm.
So we continue along the trailhead and nestle up under some cedars, like you were talking about before.
Yeah.
And almost instantly, I see a tom 70 yards out. He's over near the water hole, so to speak. I mean, he's in that general vicinity, you know. And this damn tom is not having any interest. I don't know. He might have even saw me, but he's kind of making his way up the ridge. But we're still getting some calling, so Scott's working the call, and next thing you know, those ones that were heading to the northeast, now they're calling, and it sounds like they're on the High Line. He even called it out. He's like, they're on the High Line. They're on the High Line. We got to move again. So we move closer.
What's the High Line? What is that?
It's like it used to be like a right of way power line
okay.
running through the property.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
like a wide,
Yeah.
clear cut.
I don't know why we should just call it power line, but it's always been just
The High Line.
called the high line.
No, it makes sense.
Don't know why.
Right.
I'm just trying to like put
Yeah,
myself
I know.
there.
I
You
know.
know.
We make
Right.
that mistake all the time. It's like
No, they should know. They see exactly what I'm seeing when I tell them this story.
total visual.
But just, you know, general direction. And then, my gosh, we get some calling that they're going out to the High Line too, but they're coming from the west.
So there's like
Couple times.
You guys are right in the middle of them.
several,
Huh?
right? And I think they spotted each other.
Oh yeah.
One was up this, a couple were up this hill on that, and they just went ballistic.
Yeah, that's a good
They
situation.
spotted each other.
Yeah.
So we're kind of in the middle of that, but off of it, right? So I said, we can't go any further from right here. Like, I'm going to just get in the brush, and I'm going to do, some real light calling. And he was getting behind a tree. And I said, no, just your full camel, dude. Just pull your mask up, just back up, sit there, your back up against the tree, and point that direction. Put your knee up, brace yourself, and that. I'm like, they're either going to come or they're not.
Right.
Because we can't make it there without getting spotted.
Right.
So,
That's half the problem in early season.
yeah, exactly. So, yeah, because there was enough where you could see through there. I'm like, they're going to see movement.
Yeah, if you can see that, they definitely
We
see
couldn't
it.
see them, but I'm like, if we move there, they're going to spot
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, right.
Just based on distance, right? And you're trying to judge
Right.
distance based on how close those gobbles were.
Right.
And what was it?
Well, so, yeah, you started calling.
Just
And that was just enough to divert the tom coming from the west to kind of come through, and he's got a Jake hanging out behind him.
You probably
And-
surprised them.
And here's the thing, though. This is what makes hunting great. I'm 46 years old. I've killed plenty of animals, and I'm doing everything in my power to calm my breathing.
Oh yeah,
My
It'll
heart,
get ya.
I can literally hear that like you guys can. It was
yeah.
exhilarating.
I get it to where you can't hear nothing and you just got this tunnel vision.
It's like a buzz,
yeah.
right?
Every time your heart pounds, your vision just goes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it like blurs almost.
It's it's indescribable.
It's
You have to,
uncontrollable, really. It is.
and it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's playing out exactly how we never expected,
Right.
but hoped for. This is perfect.
Just like on TV.
Right. And my God, I put my gun right on the edge of the brush, and I'm like, as soon as I see that plump head, and I did, and he didn't go 20.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know what kind of footage you got of it, but I was
I was in some thick cover, and the camera was wanting to focus on the stuff that was right in front, so it wasn't very good footage or whatever. But I got more of the. I mean, you can see in a blurry, you can see the bird flopping, and you can hear the shot. It was more the reaction after, because I'm like, we didn't have, where we were at, like we didn't have much for cover. Like I was like laying in the prone position, calling. I'm trying to get as low as I possibly can, like
Look like a log.
right, exactly. And and again, so we were out there for an hour and 15 minutes, and
felt like an
it was
eternity.
done.
Oh yeah.
Like we had moved like 4 times in that time, and felt like you were hunting all morning.
Sounds like a
You're
good morning.
Like, hey,
though.
what time is it, man? It's like it's
Action-packed.
7:15. Like,
Great
Yeah,
morning.
right.
I mean, that's one of the, like, we had had a very cool instance where we didn't get a tom, and that was like 30 minutes of that big tom out in the alfalfa field that just did not want to come in.
I feel like a lot of times they do that on purpose because the nature's way. That's why they gobble to get the hens to come.
Yeah,
to them,
right. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
100%.
Yeah.
right.
And I think our decoy was a little too big for him, and he's like, nah.
Or stranger danger.
What do you think about this, Tyler? When it comes to calling and using decoys, right? Some folks will only use hens. Some will use a combination of hens, jakes. Some will use toms, whatever. Do you ever feel like there's, or maybe give me your thoughts on what the percentage of time is that a mature tom doesn't want to come in because he's been beat up before. He's got memories of a spur to the back of the head, and that where he's just not. Jake's, they're young. They're young and dumb. They're 21-year-olds in the bar, right?
Full of piss and vinegar.
Right, exactly. Yeah, we'll go with that. Piss and vinegar. So they're the 21-year-old in the bar, and that like they're up for.
Well,
whatever.
2-year-olds are kind of the same, but
Sure, right, exactly.
They're even
Whereas
worse.
as a mature tom, he's been around the block a few times.
Yeah, he's settled
Been there,
and
done that.
reserved.
Like he's like, I really don't want to get into it.
I feel like they can just tell from the tone and the pitch of a call, like if it's a real hen or if it's a caller. You know what I mean?
just out of experience.
Yeah, they
right?
just know. Like I've called it heavily pressured toms. One call and they flew right out of the roost. It's like, holy crap. Maybe I shouldn't even have called to them. You know what I mean? Like, obviously that bird's been pressured all week or all 5 seasons. Cause this is the 6th season already. I'm hunting this turkey. And I also hunted another tom in Western. I was telling you and Dan about, he would not come off that limb until that sun peaked on the horizon. As soon as that sun came up, he'd be out. Every morning I hunted him. I never killed him, but
Kidding.
they're weird. I don't know.
I mean, so do you think there's a correlation to them? Like, let's talk strictly decoys, right? Do you think there's any correlation to the type of decoy and how a bird's going to react to it?
I feel like depending on the season, if it's early season and they're like, when they're fired up and they're all fighting and they're trying to do their dominance thing, the Jakes and the Jake decoy in the early season, it's really going to work good for you. But the later you get on, I switch to hens. In more times than not, I won't even use a decoy in the later season.
Okay.
Yeah. And if I do, it's when I'm sitting out in a field, I'll just whip one out there just for a visual, sometimes just enough. You don't even have to call to them. If Tom will see that, they'll just come feeding right in.
Okay.
Just slowly mosey in, It's
Right, just because they feel comfortable.
Yeah,
Like there's
yeah.
another bird over
There's
there.
another bird out there, yeah.
What about using a full-on tom?
I like using full strut toms, especially in early season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's not pressure in early season.
Yeah.
You start getting into that second and third season now, especially on public. Got a couple hundred guys out there, It's
Right.
they're seeing the same thing every day almost,
Sure.
if not hearing it too,
I think that that's really interesting. Just how it changes from public to private and how you would hunt.
And it's pressure, right?
Yeah, it's a lot to do with pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, they get bumped off the roost, they get shot at, they get pushed by horseback riders. You got mushroom hunters, you got regular hikers, turkey hunters. They start getting really pushed around second, third season. By the time the fifth and sixth comes, good luck. But with that being said, I think the fifth and sixth is my personal favorite to hunt. Because
why is that?
The foliage and a lot of the birds, they're broken up by then. And like the toms, they're kind of like doing their own thing, they're solitary animals at that point.
So what's your tactic for that then?
Just getting out and roosting them as much as I can.
Roosting them.
Because
Okay.
there's a lot of foliage on the tree. So I like getting right under them, like 50 yards. Remember I was telling you?
Yeah.
I like to lean towards that 50-yard mark versus 75.
So, and you're obviously using the cover of darkness. For
Oh,
that,
yeah.
right?
It's got to be dark. You get in there, slip in there dark, and then you just set up on them and wait. Yeah. I have I don't
That's
know.
got to be fun.
90% kill rate off the roost. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So it's fun too.
That's got to be fun.
It is fun.
So let me ask you this. So in terms of roosting birds, right? And knowing where they're roosting, right? The night before, how often will you, what's your success? Let's start out with what's your success rate from morning to evening? Like,
I would say morning's obviously better because if
Sure.
you're not out there in the morning, you might as well just stay home because that's when you're going to hear them gobbling. You're going to drive around and see them out in their morning patterns in the field and stuff. Morning is probably the most time when I kill. Like I've killed, I can think 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6 right off the top of my head that I've killed in the evening, like right before dark at like 8 o'clock.
coming back to
Yeah,
roost.
coming back to the roost. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And because there's no guarantee that they're going to
yeah,
come
you
back
don't
to
know
that
which way
roost.
they're going to come from too. They
right.
come to that same area generally, but they come from that way. Like say a coyote pushes them or a hiker or a mushroom hunter. They could have flew like a half mile that way. Now they're coming back, but it's a different direction.
I mean, because they don't always have the same roost. I
No.
mean, they have a primary.
Yeah, they have a
and then
primary.
They have a couple.
I see it where they fly up, like you were talking before, where they have to aim for that tree. They don't stay in that tree. I'll sit there and watch them. They'll get up on that limb. Nah, I don't like that limb. So he hops over to the next limb. Nah, I don't like that one. So he goes to the top of the tree. He doesn't like that. So he flies over 3 trees over.
Right.
If a guy sits there and you only sit there at first and you're like, oh yeah, he's right there. We're out of here. You come back and he's 5-6 trees over, like 200 yards. You don't even know he moved.
Sure.
But they do that quite often. Guys don't realize that. You just got to sit there and be out there. You have to be there to know this stuff. It's a part of the scouting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That. Good point.
Yeah. You can hear them too when they fly up because their wings, obviously. And then you'll be sitting there like, oh, he's moving because you can hear him fly off into another tree. And yeah, you just put pins on your Onyx and come back in the morning and be like, all right, I think he was under this tree or my next pin's over here. And I just kind of try to get in the middle of them, Yeah.
When it comes to scouting on private, or on public, which differs greatly, in my opinion, from private.
Yeah.
I guess when do you start scouting?
As soon as the snow is off the fields.
Okay.
And actually the fall before, because I run a lot of trail cams and I'm bow hunting. And if you see them in the field, like in November, October, they're going to be there in spring because they're there for the food source.
Okay.
Yeah. Either it's corn or acorns or whatever they're feeding on. They'll be there in the spring. So snow comes up, start driving around, the fields are open, they're going to be out there, and you start stacking all your flocks, and then.
So that's basically what it is your pattern, getting their pattern down and applying that then? Or
Yeah, well, at first I'm just trying to get numbers. Like I'm trying to stack flocks as many as I can. Like, okay, where are all these birds at? Where do they move from fall, winter, And then when I start finding them, then I'll go out in the morning. I'm like, all right, let's hear where they're really at. Let's hear some gobbling, And then once I find out where the gobbling is, then I'll go back and I'll start roosting them. Like, all right, I'm pretty sure they're on this ridge, and I want to make sure for sure. Yeah. So I'm gonna sneak in there, hit them with a couple owl hooters, get them to gobble. I'm like, all right, they're definitely there. I won't bother them too much, but I'll come back. But definitely like 3 days before the hunt, I'm there every morning because I want to see which direction they're going. Like most times I'll pick that direction. If they go east 3 or 4 days, out of a 5-day week, I'm going to sit on the east side because they're probably going to go that way. But turkeys, like I said, they're going to turkey. So you just don't know which way they're going to go.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, it's all, you just got to start stacking your flocks. Then I go out, like I was telling him and Dan, I put on like 9,000 miles, 3 oil changes in a month, April and May. So that's a lot of oil changes.
I'd say so.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's just driving, looking at fields, different times of day. You see him at 1, 2 p.m. You go there every day. It's like, oh, there he is again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless they get bumped or pressured, they'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all about patterns. They're patternable. They stick to that cycle is what I call it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's that those are always the things that people don't really think about when they're going to get into turkey hunting or whatever the case may be, is all the prep work leading up to it.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's almost more than deer hunting.
It can be.
Because they call to you. If deer were like out there gobbling and stuff, it'd be a lot fun.
Right, if you had
it'd be a lot more fun.
Yeah, running back at
yeah,
you.
exactly. But it's not like that.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you can really pinpoint your birds and get a lot of birds located.
Yeah.
You can make it fun.
I'm going to ask you this. What do you think the top 3 mistakes turkey hunters make?
Good question. Great question.
Well, first one definitely is not being aggressive enough because they're just scared to not, they just don't want to move or
Guilty of that early
they don't want to bump them, especially if they're on private.
So, right. So, for example, we talked about this a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you almost become paralyzed, right?
Yeah,
Right?
because you don't want to ruin the hunt. Is what it is.
Yeah, 100%.
You feel like, okay, I've been calling and now I'm not getting a response, and you're waiting,
Right.
Because that's the thing that's talked about all the time. When they stop calling, when you stop getting a response, it's time to get quiet and just wait. But you're sitting there and like, well, how long do I wait?
Your mind's racing. It could be
How
an
long?
hour.
Right.
It could be 5 minutes.
Because if I get up and try to move,
That's when they're going to come in.
then all of a sudden I stand up and it was just right over that ridge
And
or
there
whatever.
it goes. Yep.
Right behind a
and you're-
tree.
Yeah. Right.
So you almost become paralyzed, right? Okay.
To a detriment. To a detriment.
Right. But it's just funny that you said that because we literally talked about that last weekend.
Yeah, I've hunted with guys that they just keep their barrel straight and they're scared. It's like, dude, the turkey's right there. Just turn your gun and shoot him.
Yeah.
It's
That too, right? Yeah. You're so afraid of that
movement.
movement.
You don't want to mess up, is what it is. Because you came, especially on private, you came all that way. The bird came in. This might be your only chance for the week.
Right.
You don't know. I mean, on public, it's the kettle. It's 28,000 acres.
Yeah,
you mess
just
up,
keep moving.
Go to the next
You
one.
keep moving. Yeah.
That's why I like stacking spots.
All right. So let's get back to the mistakes.
I would say another common mistake, in my opinion, is undercalling. Like guys, you gotta let the Tom tell you. He's gonna tell you how he's gonna react. Like I said, when you call to a Tom and he runs, probably shouldn't be calling to that Tom because he's been messed with a lot. Mm-hmm. But there's been a few certain situations where I've overcalled and you're like, oh, there's no way this thing's coming in, dude. And all of a sudden, doink, there he is.
Yeah.
Because they're curious, is what it is.
Right.
But yeah, I would say undercalling. A lot of people are scared to, they just don't want to call,
Well,
They might be bad at it, too. I don't
because that you say that because Dan had just posted something too, and Shane Simpson chimed in.
Oh yeah. I think I read his comment.
And if you're a turkey hunter, you know Shane Simpson.
Oh yeah,
right?
definitely.
I mean, this guy's
he's a machine.
He is a machine, absolutely. I mean, this guy eats and breathes and just lives.
I'd love
hunting.
to meet him someday.
Yeah, Shane, and he had commented that something along the lines of like being more aggressive with your calling.
Yeah, definitely be more aggressive.
And even Dan chimed in, and I agreed with Dan just based off of what like I've kind of been taught or learned, and that so the school of thought was always don't overcall. Like just settle down a little bit. When those gobbles go quiet, I mean, there's a chance, not a guarantee, but that Tom is moving in on you, right? And you can kind of screw it up by pinpointing your location by overcalling.
Yeah, in those situations, I like to like purr and putt when you think they're he's not gobbling anymore. You just hit a couple purrs, a couple putts.
Exactly,
yeah.
like thinking like, okay, he's gonna come around. This
if he
thickness.
is coming in,
Right.
and that's when you add, you scratch the leaves with a branch and stuff. I really like doing that, like whoosh whoosh. It sounds like a hen feeding.
Yeah,
that alone,
scratching.
I've had Toms come running in just doing that.
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
But I thought it was so interesting, and the fact that you said the same thing. You're saying the same thing that Shane said is, be a little more aggressive.
Yeah. Every turkey's different. It's just like deer and people,
But again, like you said, it's also kind of trying to gauge
The Tom.
that bird. What is he responding to?
Right.
Also, listen closely. Is he getting closer?
Also, look at his
Is he
body
staying?
language. Is he tucking his wings? Like,
Well, I mean, I'm saying just blind,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You're going off of just sound. Is he getting closer
right.
or not? Or is he still hanging up? If he's just hanging up, if he's just responding to a yelp, right?
Right.
But it doesn't sound like he's going to eat. Like he responds every time, but you don't get him.
That's when you hit him with
coming in
the
closer.
leaf scratching.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, a lot of people don't know about that, but when you start,
Did not know about that.
say
at
like
all.
you're sitting on the ground and you can get away with the movement.
Yeah.
If they're not responding to the call and they kind of just come out of strut and they're feeding, they're like, whatever. I know she's there. I'm just going to feed. Start doing that leaves and they're like, oh, okay, she's definitely there. There might be more turkeys too.
Yeah.
That scratching in the leaves really gets their attention.
Nice.
Yeah. I use that a lot.
Might have to employ that one.
Yeah, try it. You'll like it. I'm telling you.
All right. So you're saying be a little more aggressive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feel it out.
So some you feel like some hunters are being a little too passive.
Yeah, like they're not calling enough when they should.
Wow. That's really
Call a
interesting.
little bit on the
That is.
roost, but let him gobble. Like he knows you're there. You don't have to do much. Couple putts, little light.
Do you think that this notion or this idea of this theory that's kind of basically and quite honestly, like I said, Dan said too, he's like, well, that's completely the opposite.
Right.
Do you think that is coming from individuals that have perpetuated this notion to not overcall so as to not overpressure public birds?
Yeah, I think so because they're
Like it's more of a thing like
I feel like a lot of
we
those guys
need to
come
try-
from private.
We need to get these public land hunters to take it down a notch,
Yeah.
so that we're not educating these birds or whatever.
Yeah, I see that a lot
when
with
this guy
coyote
gets out
hunters
there,
too.
he's gonna be he's going
I
to
let
town.
her rip. Yeah,
Let her rip.
I want to. The birds that are going to respond, they're going to respond. When they're hot, they're hot. You know what I mean? Like those are the ones you want to be on.
Yeah. Right.
If you're walking
But you get
miles
what
out there,
where I'm coming from, right?
definitely.
Like that. There's like we got to try
We're educating
to
the
get people,
birds.
Yeah, you're educating them. Like
It's like chill out, guy.
yeah, right.
They probably have
That's It's all kind of
Yeah.
Some of this stuff is piecing together here a little bit. All right.
And then my third one would be
Yes.
guys hunting the same area too long, like just holding on to granddaddy's spot. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You got to look for diversity in where you're hunting. Like what I mean by that is the diversity is that's where the turkeys are going to be. Like the kettle moraine, for instance, they got big woods. We got swamps, cattail marshes. We got ridges, hardwoods. They got acorns, all the egg they could have. You know, they got creeks. There's so much food along the creek bottoms.
Oh, God.
The kettle moraine is one of the most diverse terrain you could have for the turkeys. Western Wisconsin, even better because of the hills and all the crop fields out there. They get huge out there, dude. Like a Jake is like 20 pounds out there. You shoot a Jake here, it's like 16 pounds.
Yeah, I was going to say like 15.
That's the difference. They're giants out there. The one bird I shot last year with that triple beard, it was 27 and a half pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, that was huge, dude.
You ever need like another guy to go with?
That's funny.
Holy
I get asked a lot.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's giant birds
That
out there.
is-
It's the hills, it's the feed. They can just get away. You know, they can flop right off that ridge and they're gone.
Right. Yeah.
They're a quarter mile away. You know,
Awesome.
Right. Yeah. They can just take off right from
and
there.
that's where I cut my teeth over there. Was in those hills of Western. That's what I learned turkey hunting. So, you know, I'm not very skinny. So when they're on the opposite side of the ridge and you go down and you come up and now they're back over here, it'll humble you a little bit. You know,
Sure.
it's.
Self-deprecation. I mean, you two are two peas in
We
a
should
pod
be
right
best
here.
friends.
Between that and your love for turkey hunting.
Right?
What's
yeah.
that, Luke? Yeah, when your microphone's not on, we can't hear you.
He's just reminding me.
I feel
that-
like guys, they hunt the same areas too long. You know, like you just got to keep moving, especially if the land, public land. You know, I see it on private land. Yeah, if that's all you got. I mean, take
So-
a break if you have to. You know, let them just naturally be out there without being spooked.
So, in your opinion, and this is probably really hard to quantify, but what equates too long in your opinion, or what is there like a certain lack of any sort of response or any sort of seeing anything where you're like, well, 30 minutes is too long?
If I'm calling in the Tom and like he's responding,
Yeah, I mean,
say you got one responding. That's a good question, actually. I can get impatient sometimes, you know, like I was telling you and Dan, I'm pretty aggressive. Like in the morning when I'm on a Tom and he flies down and I know he's going away, it's like, oh man, there's a little ridge right here. If I just run up there and if he's right there, it's all over. You know, I do that so many times. I'm really aggressive.
I think that has to be to some degree a more exciting hunt.
Oh, it's like you just don't know where he's gonna be, so you kind of just sneak up and you stay low, and then you start popping. Your eyes have to do the work. You know, you guys turkey hunt. Get people that don't turkey hunt, they move too much and they just don't get it. You have to hunt with your eyes. Like you have to spot him before he spots you. Is basically
Yeah, 100%.
And saying that, I was thinking back to this one. I don't think you guys have the picture of the one Tom, but I was hunting Western Wisconsin on the opposite side of a ridge, almost like quarter mile away. And I could hear these Toms gobbling away. I went down to my cabin. I was like, Grandpa, you don't hear that Tom up there? I don't hear it. I was like, you're kidding me. I can hear him way up on the ridge up there. What? I'm going to go I'm going to go shoot this Tom. So I grabbed the gun. I went up there because they just got back from trout fishing. It was opening weekend for fishing. So they got a bunch of trout and they're cleaning their trout.
Sure.
I go up there. I'm like, all right, this time I could see them. Like I could see them in the field. I glass them. They were just up in the corner of this field. So I started heading up the ridge, and I get like 3/4 of the way up there, and I could hear them spitting and drumming. I'm like, I think I can hear them. I'm like, all right, I don't know where they are, you know. And in my head, I'm thinking, man, I don't know how many people could pull this off, you know. I was probably like 17 or 18 actually. And I remember to this day taking like step by step and going just like slowly peeking my head up to see if I could see the fan because I could hear him strutting. Literally, it's like drumming. And I remember when I got up to the top of this log, I was on my hands and knees and I rose up and I could just see his fan. And when he turned, oh man, it was beautiful. It was all over. I had the gun on him already. Boom! Yeah, I came down. I was like, I got him. My grandpa was like, yeah, I heard you shoot. I was like, I told you there was one up there. It's funny. I'll never forget that. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good core memory.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
sure.
And just thinking about that, how I snuck
to
up
see
on
the
that
excitement.
Right. Yeah.
That you,
like to
that you
this
have
day,
telling that
telling that story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That gets, you know,
I mean,
if
that's
that
what it's
doesn't
all
get
about.
you amped,
It's
I don't know what
exciting.
will.
Right, exactly.
But that's what it's all about. That's what hunting is,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's that moment. You're hunting for that moment.
Right.
But what you fail to realize sometimes, it's all these little moments
It's the little
leading
things.
up to that
Yeah.
moment
Right.
that made that happen. And I'm 100% guilty of that. 100% guilty. To you talk about detrimental, right?
To a fault.
But yeah, I mean, I know that there are so many things that I should be doing going up into a hunt, whether it's turkey, whether it's deer, whatever the case may be, that, when you get to that moment, you're like, oh, damn, and it really breaks your confidence. Like I didn't put in the work. And man, if that'll eat at you all year until you have a chance to go again.
That's why I think I hunt multiple seasons because I just
Right.
can't get enough.
You're making me think about fall now.
Get another tag here for this year yet. I mean,
Yeah, I got 4 tags this year. I'm not saying I'm going to shoot 4 turkeys, but
right. And we're in zone 3.
4
There's,
opportunities.
yeah,
There's
exactly.
a go and get one.
Yeah.
there's tags available yet, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. I really want to get the girlfriend and her kid one. That's the main objective this
Absolutely.
year. So.
So your girlfriend hunts too?
She's deer hunted years ago, but she's never turkey hunted. And she just bought a 301, a 410. I can't remember what's the name of those ones. Like it's a 301 something.
Nope, not
No,
that.
no, let's.
No, I
anything
can't remember
that-
the name. Like a Carlson or I can't remember.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a 410 model. It's a single shot.
Okay.
It's like the newest craze,
Yeah.
I just remember that it's 301 something on
Yeah.
it, but I think it's shooting amazing. I just shot it the other day.
Yeah.
She'll kill one at 40. I mean, it's putting a pattern at 40 yards on the target. It's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah. Barely, it's like a little pea shooter. I could go like this with one hand and shoot it. It's nothing.
Right.
It barely kicks.
Yeah, those 410s
Yeah.
are nice like that.
That's fun.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
she's gonna have a blast with that one.
Well, that's
Jada,
great.
on the other hand, last year she shot that 20 gauge with some TSS. We practiced with light target loads.
Yeah.
And then I told her, I was like, all right, when this turkey comes in, these are gonna kick a little more. She was like, oh, okay. As soon as she shot, as soon as she turned out, I filmed it. She's like, oh, I was like, I told you. And her arm was sore for the next day after that. I was like, yeah, it's a little more of a punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember early on too, like thinking I needed to use 3.5 inch.
Yeah.
And that, like,
Actually, the
hell
3-inch
no.
pattern better than the 3.5 out of my guns. I don't know why.
Yeah, I went to 3 a long time ago.
Yeah, you don't need that kick. That big bang.
No, there is absolutely no reason.
I'll tell you what.
And quite honestly, I'm like, I don't even know why I'm using a 12 gauge anymore.
Right.
Like
I've been using a 20 gauge last 3 years.
that's what I want to go with. I want to get myself a 20 gauge specifically for turkey hunting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and not that 3 shots you take a year, right?
Yeah.
Going after 3 birds or whatever is a big deal.
Right.
But it's just it's overkill.
yeah.
At the end of the day,
I really want to get a
and sometimes
semi-auto.
Sure.
Yeah, they're real nice because you never know when you need it,
The SX3 is very nice.
Yeah, I kill a lot of birds with SX3.
Very, very nice. And just even the way that the gas exhaust, for lack of a better term, and forgive me for sounding stupid, the like the gas release really reduces the amount of recoil.
Oh yeah. Right.
Which I'll tell you this much:
gives a
when I
shit
shot,
about it?
Is
at
that
the end
gun
of the
for
day.
I don't-
women or kids? Or is that just how it is?
What's that?
That gun, is that for like women and kids? Or is it,
that's just how it
that's
is.
how those recoil? That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
nice.
semi-autos are. It's going
There's
to have
nothing.
the least amount of
Right. I
recoil,
used to
for
have
sure.
one years ago. That was a Remington when I shot trap. It like boom, boom.
Right.
Every time it come back, you'd feel it. Like
Yeah, no, those
That
SX3s.
SX3,
I haven't shot a semi-auto in years.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's nice.
there's very very little recoil.
That being said, we did get it done with your old trustworthy
Ithaca.
my old Mossberg.
the old Mossberg.
Are you 35?
Yeah.
835?
Yep.
Yeah, I got a Mossberg 835 and a 508. I can't remember what it is.
And when I shot that bird, it sounded like pew. And I didn't feel
yeah,
a
'cause
damn thing because my adrenaline dump was through
It's-
the roof.
Yeah.
You know,
Best part about it.
and that was kind of the other thing that we talked about too. It's like when you're turkey hunting, all right. Yeah, you get up to the bird. You look at the bird. You look at the spurs. You look at the beard and that whatever.
What's the first thing you look at?
I just look at. I mean,
what's the first thing you do when you grab that bird?
Look at the beard.
What do you do?
Well, when I finally shake the shit out of my pants, I would say, honestly, no. I think I look at just the general size, right? Just like the body,
right?
That's probably my longest beard that I've had. I've had some birds with beard rot.
Oh yeah, same.
And I don't care.
Nutrition.
Yeah.
And I really don't. It doesn't bother me. I mean, where we hunt, we never get hangers.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. Of all the birds,
Never get hangers.
That's interesting.
Never get hangers.
Inch at best.
If you get an inch, that's good. But beards, I mean, you'll have paintbrushes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well,
I mean, this year, your bird was a paintbrush. I mean, it was incredible. But again, maybe three-quarter inch spurs.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there never anything
Big
with point.
head.
Everything all
His
fell
head
down.
was huge. I couldn't. I mean,
we didn't weigh that one.
no, we just kind of
Right.
20.
Well, yeah. I mean,
You can but you can tell by the spurs if they're going to be a big bird. Like you can just pick it up and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to weigh this one. I think.
Yeah, sure.
But I typically just look at the beard right away.
I mean, I got a bag of spurs hanging up right over there.
I got a tote full of turkey feet, like literally a tote full.
And again, everything is just maybe 1 inch.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. My longest spur is like 1.5 inches, and that was from Western.
Right.
Yeah.
When you see these people that like
doesn't bother me.
posting pictures.
Yeah, I'm not much of a spur guy. I just like big beards.
Right.
Yeah, big beard is cool.
If it has a full fan, if it has like white in the fan, that's even a bonus.
Right. Yep.
You ever
White?
see that where it has
No,
like
I
white
haven't.
in the?
I mean, I've seen it in pictures, but I haven't seen
Actually,
it
one
in
of the
person.
pictures he had up earlier, I think, was one of them that had white in the fan.
Oh, if you can find her, Luke.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I think it's the one on the left on either that
Go
one
up.
too. Actually, that one right there. Yep, it's got white in the fan. It's pretty cool. It happens often. I've seen it where their feathers have like a weird crimp to them too.
Yep.
I've never seen that before. It only happened on 3 or 4 birds that I've shot out of all those birds, but it had like a weird crimp on it. Like their body feathers, like, you know how they're all kind of just smooth.
yep.
Those birds, it almost like you took a crimp, like a hair, and just crimped it, like held it and let go, and it had a weird wave in it.
Oh, sure.
I've never seen it before. It was only on a couple birds, 3 or 4 of them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it must have been like the hatch or something.
I tell you, yeah, the more we talk about this, I might just get another damn license. Another tag.
I got one last question here before we wrap it up. Have you gone out west?
Scouting or
No, I mean out of state.
Oh no, I've never been out west.
And
Besides,
do you have any interest in?
Yeah, someday, but my interest is really are bear, turkey, and deer hunting. Like I'm big into bear hunting too. Thanks to Dan. Yeah. But I bear hunted before hooking up with Dan, like with my grandpa up in Ladysmith. He shot a couple bears and that was fun.
Okay.
And then I started helping Dan in Minnesota on his camps up there. And then I shot one in 2016 with him. And now I'm applying by myself. I want to do it myself because their group is so big. They got so many guys. Like it's a good time, but it's just a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, the more he's running 3 baits per guy. It's 12. It takes you all day to bait, literally all day to bait. Yeah. You can only put so many buckets in your truck. Then you got to come back to camp, and you're driving like 20 miles from camp sometimes. You know,
Right.
Yeah. Right. So it's a lot of work.
But you haven't for as up as you are about turkey hunting, you haven't thought about maybe trying to do like
going
a
out
Grand
west.
Slam
That would
or
be
anything
cool
like
to get
that,
like
or-
what's out there? Merriam's. They got the Golds. That'd be kind of hard. That's like in Arizona.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to get a tag for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then, it would be cool to get a white fan, like with white feathers on it.
Yeah.
go out maybe California area, somewhere out west in the mountains.
And then you go down to Mexico and get those oscillated.
Yeah, with the giant spurs
that
on
would
them.
be
Right, with
They have
those
huge spurs.
like a rainbow.
Right,
I mean,
right.
it's like a rainbow bird.
beautiful.
You know,
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Doesn't really interest me. They are beautiful birds, though.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, it would be cool to get one.
Oh yeah.
But
Then we can go to Tijuana. Ay, 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 bang, bang.
As long as they got good
Luke
food
was
down
waiting
there.
for that for a while. It's like, when can I please do
the air horn.
I'd like to go out one year. I'd try it. It'd be fun. I bet they're not as pressured out there. Like, there's a lot of people.
We have a
here,
good
you
buddy,
know?
Mike Mason, that lives in Washington, and
We're
like,
taking them up on it. There's no way we're.
But I mean, it's a struggle out there, in the mountains.
Oh, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I
They're
mean,
probably-
like the terrain is
Right.
it's so much different than it is here. I mean, maybe not all areas, but the area he's at, it is. But
But I tell you, that
Real
little
mountains.
homestead that he has building there,
yeah.
that is.
Well, Dan and I are thinking about going
Little
out there this
slice of
fall
heaven.
to do a blacktail hunt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
So we've been in
you
talks
and-
with
what's
Mike.
this
So
You and Dan crap. I can't come. Well, you can't bring 3 people out there.
Gotta
Two's
talk-
it.
Yeah.
Mike,
I mean,
I know you're watching, and
know
I
if
know
you
you
wanna
will be.
sleep with Dan when he takes
son
his
of a gun.
socks off.
I'm
They
coming
stand
this
straight
fall.
up. I've been in with him in the bear camp in the tent. I'm like, I'm not sleeping in there, dude. He took his socks off one night and they were standing straight up, dude. He put them on the next morning. It was like
Same socks.
Yeah,
Same
same
socks.
socks. I got some stories I could tell you about Dan.
He does too.
Well, I believe it. Especially you've been traveling with him a lot, so
exactly.
good
Yeah.
memories.
Well, they're memories,
Oh yeah,
Core.
core memories.
Can't erase those.
right? Anyways, this has been a entertaining episode. I mean, I've enjoyed this
Yeah, it's fun.
immensely talking with you and getting some different insight. And I've
feel
learned
like
some
we didn't
things.
even-
I hope you guys have learned some things.
I feel like we didn't even scratch really.
No.
Turkey scratch, you know,
Right.
much of
Well,
any of the info we could
I'd love to have you back on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be
you know,
fun.
and maybe towards the end of the season here, we
after
can
the
get
season.
Nick on,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
and the 4 of us, we sit here
Sit back and forth. Yeah.
and talk about
That would
this
be
some
great.
more. That would be a
Yeah,
lot of
because
fun.
Nick's a phenomenal turkey hunter. You know
He
that.
is.
He
Really
kills
is.
a lot of birds.
Yes,
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah.
Well, he's
Yeah, I think he's guiding this
Yeah,
year.
he
I think
guides.
he
He's
has-
been guiding quite a few years now. But
Well, officially
officially now. He
Yes,
told me at the
right.
river. Yeah, he
Yeah,
told me.
Right. No,
he
it's
is
official,
definitely
so.
a very,
Oh yeah.
just a very good outdoorsman in general.
Oh yeah, definitely. He puts his time in scouting. Like when I was up fishing, I was asking him. I was like, "Oh, you gonna be scouting for birds?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I went out this morning already." I was like, "Oh, nice."
Yeah.
He's telling me.
Funny story. We're gonna get off topic here, but so me and Nick
The
worked
topic
at.
is wrapping up.
Yeah, we're almost done. Waste
2 minutes,
management,
2
right?
minutes.
And right outside of our office building was this big farmer's field, cornfield, and just ton of geese, right? And every day Nick would come in and he's like, "Man, I gotta get over there and
Your
and
voice.
I gotta get over there
Why
and
does
I
he all of
gotta
a
talk."
sudden sound like Andy Dickman?
He kind of does.
He
sound
kind of
like
does.
Every impression you make is Andy Dickman.
Oh, now we're gonna fight. No, I don't have very many skills, but one of my skills is my impressions. But anyhow, so he's like freaking out. He's like, "I gotta get over there. I gotta get over there. I gotta get over there." Finally, like 2 months later, he comes into work all geeked out of his mind. He's like, "I got permission. I'm going to be sitting in that field tomorrow night." And he didn't get shit. So it was surprising, but it's just like, that's how Nick is.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
You
he
know,
gets excited.
He gets excited and he wants to go. And he does very well for himself.
Yeah.
That he does.
All right.
Well, now you can wrap it up.
Okay. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to another episode of the Midwest Racks and Rods Outdoor Show. Thank you very much, Tyler, for joining us
Thanks
tonight.
for
This
having me.
was a lot of
Tie
fun.
dye.
We'll do it again soon. Drew,
That's me.
have a good night.
You as well.
All right. And thanks to our producer, Luke, for just doing his thing back there, as always. And till next time, always
Always
outdoors.
outdoors.